like so, and then I'll start to move and I'll say, has price been back to this price point before? You say, yes, it has. It was there here, and it is here and here and here and here. And then you see, where did the tests stop? We're going to have to zoom in a little bit. But you can see that the tests stop around here. That we do have a wick there, and we have another one up there, so we could actually say that price went up to here. Okay, and if you keep looking, you can see that, or here we have even more mess. So here we have price went up to the area and then we left. But above that, we have more mess here. So we have chaos. And then, is this the end of the chaos? Now you can see that there's chaos here. So to get above that chaos, you'd actually have to go above this little piece here. And on a 50-minute chart, it's quite clear. You can see it looks like this. So here we have a major turning point in price, which is telling us that we have significant selling above this price point. So we can expect price to return to this area and then turn away. And you want to put your entry above the mess, above the chaos. And you can see that from where price, let me turn this off. From where price is currently down here, there's nothing but chaos all the way up until we get to here. When we get to this price point here, that chaos disappears. Okay, so we have chaos, and then we have clarity above price. When I say clarity or order, it just means clear price movement, one directional price movement. We have a high, price comes down, we move sideways and we leave. We start to print bars going sideways, and then we start to leave. So above this price point, I'm thinking price will probably have some kind of reaction. And if we do the same thing below price, let's zoom out a little, and if we do the same thing, here we have that area. So here we have a price point here. Has price been back to this area before? Well, it hasn't been there for a long time. So last time we were here, we came down to here. And so we might have a look inside that. Just look for a nice clean area. And if you look at that, this is not a terribly clean area. Price did not manage to come down to the area and then leave quickly. Okay, so this is telling me that this is a reaction to a price sensitive area. So I'm going to mark that off as a low. I'm going to keep looking until I find something that looks more attractive. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough data from my broker. No, so I'm going to go to the half-an-hour chart. There's a low. Here it is. So here we have the low, and we have this. This is interesting because price came to the area, then we left very quickly. Okay, and so that is telling me that we have a price sensitive window from this point and lower here. And so what I want to do in here is I want to look for that picture of clarity and chaos. And you can see that pretty clearly. Sorry for moving around like this. And you can see very, very clearly how price comes down. We spend about 2 hours in the area. We have this candle, this candle, this candle, this candle. We have a really nice rejection, and then price leaves. Okay, where does price leave from? Well, price leaves from here. This is the candle that moves away from the area. We actually have a parent-child relationship where we have the parent is below and the child is here. Okay, because this candle is the one that left the area of accumulation, this one retested it and then we left. Okay, and so looking at this is a very nice entry, a beautiful area. Price moves down into an area. We start making this sideways price pattern where we are distributing liquidity, okay, to the buyers on the buy side, and this is driving price higher. So that's an interesting area just here. Currently, there's nothing to do. Price is here. This is very far away from price. It's at the big figure, the 15400 area, and generally a very attractive price. So you can put in 2 times the size of the area, like so, and that will be a remarkable entry. Okay, so let's reassess this one here. Okay, price came up to this area. I'm going to remove that. Price came up to the area, and then it left. It left pretty quickly, but we want just to make sure that we do indeed have a nice area. So we're going to keep moving left until we find what price reacted on. If we have that, we don't have enough data. So we'll go back. Here we are. This looks interesting. Price raced up to the area and we jetted away very, very quickly. And so look at this. I can't unfortunately look at this on a smaller time frame because I don't have data. But this looks interesting, doesn't it? Because this is the high. We know this is where price went to. You come back and you look at the area that reacted at, and look what price happened last time it was there. I mean, this looks like a very attractive price point. And so we could mark off the area, 2 times the area, which looks something like that. And then we can move it to the high, and that is a very interesting area. And you can see that price has only moved, price was here. So price has only moved here, so we have not moved all the way through the area. Pretty close to it. So we'll move it to the high, then we'll have a look and then see if there's something else I can't see anymore on this time frame. So if we have a look on this time frame, 4 hour, we'll have a look. No, there's no need to mess around there. This looks like a very attractive area. Price went up to the area, we left very quickly. So this is where we want to look to sell. We'll take 2 times the size of the area, like so. And this makes for a beautiful supply and demand trade, selling at the beginning of a sell zone. We go over and we have a look. See, we poked into it. That tells us that we might go as deep as the deepest retracement, which is here, which takes us pretty much to the top. So maybe we'd want our entry to be like so, depending on what you're comfortable with. But this could very easily be a very nice place to trade at. It's been tested once, twice. We go on the bigger time frames and look at it. I mean, it all makes sense here. We have a very nice departure here. Okay, it's been tested once, twice. This will be the 3rd test. And so we want to have a little look at this. I can't go in on a small time frame, unfortunately, but we do have price moving up. We failed a little bit deeper. We're failing. We test the failure point and then we start to move lower. So we're probably going to have divergence at this area there if you're looking at that. But we also have a very nice pattern. The pattern looks like this, and this is the ultimate top of that spot. And it looks something like this, like that. So you take 2 times the area. Okay, slingshots pull back to here, then we depart. This is the lovely entry. Okay, we're not that far from price. This is the 160, I don't know, 70-ish area. We are at, sorry, yeah, the 160. Yeah, we're not that far from that at all. Okay, so that could be a very interesting place to begin to look to sell. And if you want a place to buy, well, we have this micro area of demand just down here. Okay, price raced up, but we moved down and we could not come back there. And it's the beginning of the buy zone for this area of, let's see, let me hold the mouse over this. This is 30-minute demand. This is where we came back to, so the beginning of the buy zone is the low. But looking at this, okay, this is all fractal. Okay, we identified this, and this looked like a beautiful setup on the 30-minute chart, and it is a beautiful setup on the 30-minute chart. But on the daily chart, this is actually, what is this? Is this chaos, or is it order and clarity? You can see very, very clearly. I mean, we do the same thing here. We go like that. Okay, price has a very easy time moving around here. Has a very difficult time moving above or below this area. And below the area, we have some kind of a pause in the market just here. So this brings my attention to this. So I'm going to have a look at this. See if we can find something that looks interesting. Okay, so we'll go down to the smaller time frame. First of all, I'll mark this off. This whole area looks like that. Like that. Okay, I'll mark that off. And we'll have a look at this on the smaller time frame and notice that we had a lovely departure. Price was gapping higher. which is telling us that we have enormous interest to buy from this price point. A lot of buying occurred at this price point. We have the beginning of the buy zone, which is here. Price has not been below that area. So now let's have a look inside this little box. We can see